it's Jenny from Stamping Jenny. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Wollongong, which is just south of Sydney, Australia. Thanks for joining me. Today's card is a Pinwheel Tower Card. You might have seen these around. I have been really fascinated with these since I've started seeing them, and I just wanted to try one myself. And I thought you might like to too. So we're going to go through it. I'll give you some measurements, but don't stress about it. They'll all be on my blog later. And let's have fun in creating it. Just a reminder that all the products you see and other great Stampin' Up! Products are available in my store. If you're on YouTube, I'll add the link for that. If you have a long wish list though, the best value is to join the Stampin' Up! Family, and you'll get a discount and you'll have fun, and I look forward to welcoming you to my Genzing team. So let's take a look at the card. So it's really great how, I think it's really clever. I'm using the Tidings of Christmas paper. I really love the colours and the patterns in this. This paper is one of them available in the annual catalogue, and it's one of the packs that's reduced at the moment in the paper sale. This is only until Monday now, so not very long to go, but you can get that for $17. There's 48 sheets. The great papers. So let's have a look at all the pieces that you need. But don't stress about the measurements, like I said. You'll need your base piece, which is 17 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres, or 7 inches by 6 inches. You'll also need 3 pieces of 7 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres, 3 inches by 6 inches. Now, on the larger piece, I've scored this at 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10, or 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inches. You'll also need your pieces of designer series paper. So I've chosen 4 different patterns in the pack so that they can work together. I've just alternated the papers on the card. So for these, you'll need 4 pieces of larger ones, and this is 14.4 by 6.6. So pick out 4 of your coordinating patterns. You'll need 4 pieces of, I did have 4 here. Oops, it's stuck together. There we are. This is 14.4 by 4.1 centimetres, 5 3/4 by 1 3/4. I'm not sure if I gave you the Imperial for these ones. That was 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. All right, so you've got your 4 patterns of each, your cards. So let's get into making the card. Let's just move these away for the moment. So on your larger piece, what you'll need to do is just fold on your score lines. Give it a good press to crisp those folds. And you're going to create a little square piece. Hopefully you can see that okay. And this will be adhered together. So I use the Tombow just so I can slide it around in place. So just give that a bit of a run around with your glue. Just dab off some excess. If you find that a bit too much, just fold that up and just see that it's lined up both ends. And you'll just need to hold that in place to let that stick. Now I've seen a few different alternatives to this. Some people make a separate cube and then stick each panel around it. Some have used designer series paper for that inner core, so it's not as bulky. I just find this is quite adequate. And it does give a little more stability, I think, being the card. You can make any of these to the size you want. we'll just bring the card back in again. You'll see that I made it 7 centimeters, or the 3 inches, but you can cut that down smaller and make a narrower panels, or you can also make it shorter, and that will be a shorter card. If you wanted to post this, it does fold flat, but you'll need to really reduce those sides by 2 centimeters on each one so that you can fit that into a standard envelope. Just something to keep in mind. So now that's dried, I'm going to go around and stick on each of these panels. So what we want to do, just make sure that you've got that in shot there. You're going to add your adhesive, just run that along. If you'd rather use tape, just add your tape along here. So just using one panel at a time, making sure that you line up those on each end. And just give it a hold for a second, just for that glue to take. We'll go to the next panel. Do you like this new evening evergreen colour? I have to say I'm really loving it. It even matches my jumper. Didn't plan that, I have to say. All right. It's a great Christmas colour, I think, for this year. I've been busy doing my Christmas cards already, playing lots of new products, which I can't wait to share with you. We go to our last panel now, and you can see these fins on our pinwheel forming. Just get our last piece. You're just going to line that up. Let that stick in place. So you have your pinwheel forming. So then what you're going to do is you're going to add your paper. So work out, before I even glue it down, I just spend a bit of time just going around and sitting these in and working out the best way that you might like to add them. Alternate them so you can see how they'll go. It does take a bit of time, but I think it's worth doing it. And I try and make it opposite too, so we'll just flip that over that way. I'm going to add this here, add this one here, and we just don't want to have the same one. So just pop that there, and I think we might almost have that first off, which is pretty good. So I think it's good to work that out once you've got those into place. Then you can glue them down. So I just leave them in that position and keep it flat while I stick it together. So just run that around. Now, if you wanted to, you can mat these pieces of paper. So just make a mat to the sizes I gave you, and then cut your patterns paper just that little bit smaller. But you also be in mind that it creates a lot of bulk. And if you're posting it, it's going to add to the weight of your card and the bulkiness of it. I don't think you need it when you've got such contrasting colours. Stick that down. So we'll go around to each panel and stick those on. So just taking your time with this. Just make sure your trees are facing the right way. And flip those around. One thing is your hands get very sticky, so just be careful creating and sticking them down. You don't get glue all over your papers. All right, here we have all our pieces stuck down, and you can see how they alternate, and I haven't done too badly with matching the colours. But how cool is that? A Pinwheel Tower Card. So I'm not going to decorate this one today because I think the idea is just to see how it's made. But let's get back to our original one. So choose a section that's going to be a front panel and decorate that. So that will be mailed out flat like that. Then people can flip. I'm just add a little gold star there. I've added a section for writing on it. And you can just add a little something on each section, but you don't want anything too bulky. So your Pinwheel Tower Card. So I hope you like it. If you're on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook or my blog, I hope you like it too and you give it a thumbs up. So thanks for joining me. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.